Welcome and welcome to the Choose to Tattoo. Today we're going to be talking about tattoo schools and my opinions on what I think about them. I think there is a place for tattoo schools in the industry, but not how they're set up today. So a lot of tattoo schools are set up as this is a quick way to get into the industry, and I don't think there is a quick way to get into the industry. If they were doing seminars and teaching people who are already tattooing to get better, I think that'd be a great use. Most tattooists are always trying to get better, and the way we get better and the way we grow is by learning off other people, experiencing, doing more types of tattooing, and listening to people who we look up to as people who are at the top of the game. If them people did a tattoo school and it wasn't for this is a quick way to get into the industry, I think I'd respect it a little bit more. This whole idea of you can get into the industry by doing a 3-week tattoo course, I've not met any successful people from that kind of thing yet, and I probably never will, because these just seem like it's another magic pill situation where they're constantly marketing to people who are not happy in their career, and they look at tattooing and think, you know what, that'll be flexible work and it'll fit to my situation and I'll be able to make loads of money because tattooists are all rich, which none of that is true. Most tattooists, we don't make bad money, but we're not rich. You find that most of the rich tattooists at the moment are people who own tattoo schools because they're conning people out of money to do a 3-week course, and it is a con. I think the idea of mentorship is better, like someone who's gonna provide you information, and I don't mind people charging for that because I think information is ideal. The more information you can get, the better. I feel like mentorship is very important. That's what a traditional apprenticeship provides. It provides constructive criticism, which is very needed, especially when you're new, because we all make loads of mistakes when we're starting, and it's not necessarily mistakes with the tattoos, it's simple mistakes, little things which just if you was told to change, you could do it instantly, like hand position, how you're stretching the skin, how you're holding your machine. It's dead simple stuff, but you need that kind of mentorship where it's hands-on. It's kind of there to help you when you need it. But I'm not sure how this online mentorship works, but if it's constructive criticism, there's no better place than in a studio with people who have already tried, failed and learned stuff that as someone who's new into the industry just doesn't know. But then it comes to, and well, another problem I see is there's a lot of studios and there's a lot of people being taken on as apprentices by people who are not at that part in their career that they probably shouldn't have apprentices. And obviously there's a lot of people who want to be a tattooist, so that's how these tattoo schools have came into existence. A lot of people want to become a tattooist. There's not that many studios that you'll get a quality apprenticeship in, because there'll be new studios that haven't got much experience, and experience is key. Experience is where you're gonna learn the most from. Someone who's been tattooing for 2 years has got not enough time under their belt to understand where things are going wrong, where things are going right, things that should be praised and things that should be criticised. They just won't be able to guide you the way you probably should, well, the way you need to be guided. Like a lot of apprenticeships, guidance when needed. So you get to a point in an apprenticeship and the apprentice will be given free rein and just kept an eye on by the senior artists, where they'll just point out things that they could do better, or if you do this it'll work out better, or if you do this it'll be easier for you. And I feel like online mentorship probably won't pick up a lot of them things. They'll probably be able to mentor you in how to market yourself, how to take videos, get yourself out there online. That's where their strong point will be. But in actually getting better at tattooing and learning how to tattoo, you need hands-on, you need just a personal guidance. It's hard to judge these tattoo schools because I can imagine they are teaching basic stuff, which a lot of people fail on the basic stuff. Like, I see a lot of them and they're not talking nonsense. They're saying obvious stuff. Repetition is key. Practice is key. The more you do, the better you get situation. But I see that as common sense. I don't think you should be paying people for common sense answers. And I look at a lot of them and I think you could have learned all this by watching a 20-minute YouTube video. I'm not going to provide that 20-minute YouTube channel, video, because that's not where I want to be. I don't want to be in the world of, oh, I'm going to open a tattoo school because I want to make loads of money, I want to con people out loads of money. But I definitely think there is a place for some kind of outside of an apprenticeship situation which could benefit people. Whether it's just the cross-contamination class, this is what you do to stay clean, reduce the risk of infections and stuff like that. I think that you could teach that to a group of 10 people in 2 hours, but you're not going to be able to teach someone how a tattoo is going to heal or how you need to do a tattoo for it to heal well in a couple of weeks. It's just not realistic. I think you'll find that most tattooists can look back over their work or their history of progression and say they started here with not much knowledge, and the more knowledge they get, the better the work has become, or the more longevity in the work. But that's just an experience thing. People can't really teach you that. They can guide you and help you progress, but they can't teach you, because you've got to do and see results. Yeah, well, let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, comment what you think about the whole tattoo school thing. I think most of it's run as a scam. Some of it's got its uses. But yeah, laters.